Good morning, my friends, and welcome to another Cheat Meal Monday. And this is one of Tessie's family favorites, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, so today's Cheat Meal Monday is going to consist of potatoes, chicken, ranch dressing, cornflakes, and some parsley. So what are we going to make today? We are going to make baked potatoes, and we're going to make cornflake chicken fingers. This is one of my ultimate family favorites. So let's get started. Yesterday I bought my chicken, and it is $7.76 for almost 4 pounds. Now I'm not going to even use half of this. So this is really going to be very economical for the three of us. Now, when I make my meals, I do not focus on the meat. For me, the meat is just a side, and I focus more on a starch. So the potatoes I'm going to use to fill us up, and then we're going to have the chicken fingers on the side. And of course, I will make a vegetable. So I'm going to show you how I make my cornflake chicken fingers. First thing I am going to do is I am going to take the chicken out of the wrapper, and yes, I do wash my chicken. I know that is not recommended, but I do still like to rinse my chicken off. Make sure after you're done working with chicken that you use a cleaner to sanitize everything that your chicken has touched. Right here actually does feel like there's chicken juices on it, which I do not like at all. So I'm going to make sure I clean this counter before we continue with our chicken meal. What we want to do is the easiest part of all. We are going to poke a couple holes in our potatoes, and these potatoes are scrubbed and washed. And these potatoes came from my garden. We have one russet, one Yukon Gold, and one red potato. So each of us is going to have a different kind of potato. I didn't even try that. That's just how it worked. So I'm going to take a little bit of foil. I don't always use foil, but I received foil, and I'm going to use it because foil does make things a lot easier. So of course we all know how to wrap up a baked potato. And that is the very first thing we want to do because the potatoes actually takes the longest to cook, which for me would be about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. Alright, so the potatoes are ready to go. Now on to the chicken. Alright, so here is my chicken. Now it is boneless and it is skinless, but I need to slice it. I'm not sure which knife is going to work the best. I received a gift set of knives from a subscriber named Beth, and I really thank you so much, Beth, because I've been using these. I didn't have proper knives before, so this knife works perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slice the chicken breast into half, because what we're actually doing is we're going to be making chicken tenders out of it. Now the chicken tenders at the grocery store, they wanted almost $3 a pound for it, and this was only $1.99. And all you have to do is just a little bit of extra work. I'm also going to cut some of the fat off our chicken breast. So now we have the chicken breast cut in half. And we're going to cut the fat off. So we are going to cut them in strips then. And it's your preference, but they look like this. They're strips just like that. Some of them are a little thick, but we have them just like that. And this is only half that pack. So I'm not sure how many I'm going to make here. So I have 4. So I'm going to finish cutting all this chicken up so you don't have to watch me do that. But I'll get back to you when all of the tenders are cut up. See how they look? Just like they would in the store. And it can save you a lot of money if you just do a little bit of preparation yourself. Why pay someone to do something that you can do yourself? And it's so much cheaper. The chicken breast is all cut up and I washed my hands. So before I start touching the chicken, we want to prepare everything else. So this is the cornflakes. I got it for $1 for a whole box of it. And we don't need that much at all. So we're just going to pour maybe 3 cups. I don't really measure. Alright. And then we're going to put some parsley in. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. This is my homegrown parsley. That may have been a little more, a little less. And then we're going to close the lid. Close the bag. And then we can get my rolling pin or a cup or anything, and we're just going to smash up the cornflakes. Such a simple recipe, and it tastes so much better than already prepackaged. Alright, so the cornflakes are all crushed up, and then we're going to, I think I'm going to try it just in the bag like this. Why make more mess than you have to? So what we're going to do is we're going to pour ranch in there, 1 bowl. And I got this at the discount grocery store for $1.19. So you can see this meal is really, really reasonable. I'm going to spray my baking casserole dish. So now nothing is touched. Everything's ready to go when we work with the chicken. So all we do is we dip our chicken pieces in the ranch dressing. Coat it in the cornflake. Your children, if you have children at home, children always love this recipe. I usually do this and make a bunch to freeze, but I don't have freezer space at the moment, so I am not going to freeze any. We're just going to have them for fresh. So I'm going to coat all of this chicken, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Cutting a lot more chicken fingers than what I need for one meal, so I'm going to just freeze these. But this is what the casserole looks like. And I'm going to bake it at 350 uncovered for about 20 to 25 minutes. And it may be a little longer. If it is, I will let you know. So we're going to put this in the oven. The baked potatoes are already in the oven. And dinner is on its way. So when everything is finished, I'll get it out and I'll plate everything up and I'll show you what today's Cheat Meal Monday looked like. And everyone, this is my Cheat Meal Monday. And it is baked potato, barbecue green beans, and the chicken fingers. And my son bought us each a whoopie pie for dessert. And there you go. We put a little sour cream on our potato. Some of my homemade barbecue sauce that I have a video on that. And some shredded cheese. And there you go. It's a good meal and it's very reasonably priced. Take care everyone and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Hi my friends, if you liked this last video, can you do me a favor? Can you share it or like it or make sure you're subscribed? By sharing and liking my video, it helps get my video out into the world and YouTube recognizes that video and I will get more views. Thanks again so much for watching and we'll see you tomorrow.